Hey, man, y'all gonna have to start listening to me, man. Y'all gonna have to start listening to me, man. I just said it. I just was live. I just said to expect a Ja Morant suspension today. I just said it. And as soon as I posted the video telling y'all to expect a Ja Morant suspension today, news breaks, y'all. What up, family? Welcome back to the channel. You already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know. It's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them, man. I just got done telling y'all a suspension was coming today. And news just broke literally a minute ago that Ja Morant has been suspended 25 games, y'all, to start the season. That is the suspension. We were expecting 18 games. I just got done telling y'all that a Ja Morant suspension was coming today, and it is finally official. Ja Morant has been suspended 25 games to start the season. And I'm sorry to say this, but the Memphis Grizzlies are cooked. The Memphis Grizzlies are behind the 8 ball to start the season, man. Ja Morant gets 25 games. Now, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some type of program involved with him and Adam Silver. More news is going to come out about that. But it is finally official. 25 games, man. 25 games. 25 games for Ja Morant, man. Some people will think that's too much. Some people will think that's too little. But Adam Silver in the NBA's office has came to the decision that it's going to be 25 games for Ja Morant and that stunt he was pulling. Now, a lot of people going to say this is America. He got the right to bear arms, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that is right. But when you work in a private entity, private company, corporate America, the NBA is corporate America. They play by different rules. They play by their own rules. So if you're going to sign that contract and you're going to take their $200 million, you got to play by their rules. And their rules say no firearms, no dangerous activities. There's certain stuff and clauses that come in that contract, just like any other sport. You got people with motorcycle stuff in their contracts, like y'all not allowed to ride motorcycles. It ain't illegal to ride motorcycles. I'm free to ride a motorcycle, but if you sign this contract, we don't need you on a motorcycle. Just ask Jay Williams. So whether you think he has the right to bear arms or whatever, however you feel about that, that don't apply when you sign an NBA contract and you accept their money. You play by their rules, man. What up, everybody that's just now tuning in? You already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. Like I always say, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them. As I was telling y'all that a suspension was coming today, you could check it. I got the video posted. I told y'all a suspension was coming today. Rumor had it was going to be 18 games, but news just broke, and it's official. Ja Morant is suspended for the first 25 games of the season. Adrian Wojnarowski, NBA insider for ESPN, Shams Charania, NBA insider for The Athletic, both reporting that it is 25 games for Ja Morant. And best believe Adam Silver will be working closely with Ja Morant on a program. You're going to have NBA CIA on his ass, keeping an eye on him while he's suspended, because Adam Silver did say the reason why he didn't give him no 42-game suspension, no 41-game suspension, no 50-game suspension. Adam Silver was concerned that if he suspended Ja Morant for 40 games or 50 games, that he would have all that free time to get into more trouble. That's why he wasn't suspended for 40 games or half the season or 60 games. Adam Silver was like, we give this guy 60 games off, 40 games off. He might F around and do a whole bunch of other stuff with all that free time. And best believe there's going to be rumors that are floating around. You're going to hear a lot of stuff. You're going to hear rehab. You're going to hear this. You're going to hear that. You're going to hear all those stuff. This Ja Morant thing ain't over yet. It's a lot more that the NBA knows, but they're going the route of we're going to try to help this man. But you know these thirsty reporters, they going to get to the bottom of it. And a lot of stuff is going to come out. Best believe it's going to be a rehab stint involved, man. Because I got my own personal opinions of what Ja Morant is involved in. I got my own personal opinions of what Ja Morant is involved in when he says he needs help. Why he went to a rehab center if he online playing with guns. What does rehab have to do with guns? Nothing at all. Because there's something else going on. There's something else going on with Ja Morant. I got my own personal feelings. I've shared them in a previous video. I don't want to keep saying it. You know what I mean? It's my personal opinion. It ain't nobody's opinion. But I feel like I know what's going on with that boy. And why he would be dumb enough to go on IG Live a second time and be flashing a gun. But that is the news official. Adrian Wojnarowski reporting, Shams Charania reporting that Ja Morant will serve a 25-game suspension to start off the year. Once again, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops, man. Anybody new that's joining the stream, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all hit that notification bell and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them, man. Let me see y'all in the comments. Who thinks 25 games is too much, too little? What is y'all thoughts on this today, man? Let me hear from the people, man. Let me know in the comments, man. How do you guys feel about this suspension, man? Do you feel like Ja Morant deserved 25 games? Do you feel like he deserved more than 25 games? Or do you feel like he deserved less than 25 games? What's y'all opinion on this, man? And just like I said, more news just now coming out about this Ja Morant 25-game suspension. I told y'all, Adam Silver has laid out a program for Ja Morant to complete. I just said this. I just literally said this. I told you guys a program was coming. Literally, I just said this. Adrian Wojnarowski is reporting again that not only is Ja Morant suspended for 25 games, he will have to complete a program before he is able to return and play basketball. Just like I said, man, this ain't just about the gun on the IG Live, man. This thing is just not about the gun on the IG Live, man. I've been saying this the whole time. Why in the hell? I ain't never heard of no rehab for somebody waving a gun on IG Live. Has there anybody in history ever been to rehab for waving a gun on IG Live? No, because the NBA knows that's not why they sending him to rehab, man. And I'm going to say it right now on my channel. This is my own personal opinion, man. This is my personal opinion, man. This is my views, my channel, my opinion. This ain't tied to nobody. This is just how I feel. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. This is how I feel, and this is what I think. I think that boy Ja Morant on them perk 30s, y'all. I think John Morant is on them perk 30s, bro. And don't be surprised when that news come out. John Morant is playing around with them perk 30s, man. He think he one of these rappers. He think he one of these street guys. And that's my own personal opinion, man. Because I ain't never seen nobody have to complete a rehab program because they waving pistols or because they play with guns on social media, man. The NBA knows something, man. They know that boy's on some type of prescription painkillers. He on them perk 30s. He on them Xannies. He on one of them or both of them, man. No other way they'd be sending him to a program. No other way they'd be sending him to rehab. No other way when the first incident happened in the Colorado club, he went to a Florida rehab center. The only rehab centers in Florida is for perk 30s. Andrea, I'm going to tell you, I said it earlier in the stream. I'm going to tell you why he didn't get 41 games. He didn't get half the season. He didn't get 50 games. He didn't get 60 games. The reason why he didn't get suspended all that time is because Adam Silver believed if he would have gave him a 40-game suspension, if he would have gave him a 41-game suspension, if he would have gave him a 50-game suspension or a 60-game suspension, that man would have got in more trouble with all that idle time. That's why Adam Silver didn't give him all that time. He was like, man, this man gonna be sitting around at home, all that money, nothing to do, and I'm afraid he gonna get in more trouble, which is going to defeat the purpose of suspending him all those games. They trying to save this boy because this boy, nobody's gonna say it. I'm gonna say it on my channel, man. This boy got an addiction, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with guns, bro. The reason why he got 25 games, the reason why he got to go through this program that I just broke the news on, Adam Silver is going to have him complete a program before he could play, is it's not about the guns, bro. The NBA found more information. At the beginning of the NBA Finals, Adam Silver came out and spoke before game one of the NBA Finals, and he said, we found additional information regarding Ja Morant that is concerning. So that is the reason why he's not getting 40 games, 41 games, 60 games, 50 games. And this is just my opinion, but I believe this news is going to come out in the next few days, bro. It's going to come out in the next few days. And when it does, y'all can come back and say, damn, Moose Talks Hoops, you were right. But there's nobody in the world that gets sent to rehab for waving guns or playing with guns. You don't get sent to rehab for that. The first incident in Colorado happened. He went to a rehab center in Florida. That's what they told us. Ain't no rehab centers for playing with guns. Now the second incident happened. He gets suspended 25 games. Adam Silver is making him complete a program. Ain't no programs for waving pistols on IG Live. This man has a drug addiction, man. This is just my opinion. I feel like he's on them perk 30s. He's on those Percocets. He's on those Xannies. He's drinking lean, whatever else. And that's the real issue here. That's the real issue here. That's the real issue here. That is my opinion. My opinion. This is what I think. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he ain't. But I'm saying this is what I think. And ultimately, this is why I believe Ja Morant wasn't given a 40-game suspension. And he was only given 25 games. And he was given this program that he has to enter and that he has to complete before he comes back to the NBA. Once again, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. Like I always say, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know. It's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them, man. I might just open up the stream and let me hear from the people, man. I might just open up the stream and I want to hear from the people. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this Ja Morant suspension, man? 25 games. Is it too much? Is it too little? Should he have been suspended at all, man? A lot of people feel a lot of different ways, and I want to hear from the people, man. I want to hear from the people, man. So I'm going to drop the link. I want to hear from the people, man. I want to hear from the people, man. I dropped the link. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. 25 games. Is it too much? Is it too much for Ja Morant? Is it too little for Ja Morant? Is it just right for Ja Morant? And how do you guys feel about this program that Adam Silver laid out for Ja Morant to complete on top of the 25-game suspension before he can return to the court, man? I dropped the link. If y'all want to join the stream and share y'all opinion, y'all free to do so, man. Once again, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. We live today. News broke. Officially, Ja Morant suspended for 25 games. And that's crazy because when this news broke, I was posting my video letting y'all know to expect the suspension today. And as soon as I posted, as soon as I posted that video saying to expect the suspension today, lo and behold, the suspension came down. I feel you, Ray. I feel you. A lot of people thought it would be more. A lot of people, a lot of people thought it would be more. A lot of people. A lot of people thought it would be more. But why it wasn't more lets me know that this situation is deeper than what we first thought, man. This situation is deeper than what we first thought. I originally thought it was going to be a 41-game suspension, a 50-game suspension. I thought he was going to be able to come back in February. All-Star break, pre-All-Star break, NBA trade deadline. That's what I was expecting originally. But then once I seen Adam Silver speaking to the media, and once I seen Adam Silver speak at the NBA Finals right before game one, I said, aha, there's something else going on here. There's something else going on here. There is something else going on here. And then I started to think, why is he talking about a program? Why is he worried about Ja Morant being off all those games if he gives them a long suspension? What is going on with Ja Morant that he would be concerned about Ja Morant having so much free time away from the team, away from the sport, away from the league? Then I thought to myself, this man was in a club waving a gun on IG Live, and then all of a sudden he got suspended. They said he was going to be away from the team, and he went to Florida for a rehab center. I'm like, what the hell does waving a gun on IG Live have to do with you going to Florida to go to a rehab center? And then now I'm seeing, I predicted Adam Silver would lay out a program with the suspension. And lo and behold, this morning when the news broke, Adam Silver lays out a program for Ja Morant along with the 25-game suspension. So I'm like, what is really going on? Who the hell goes to rehab for waving a gun? Adam Silver said we uncovered additional information that has us concerned about Ja Morant. He said that before game one of the NBA Finals. So if you put two and two together, If you smart enough to put two and two together, you know it. There's nobody in the world that goes to rehab for waving a gun on social media. Why is this man steady going to rehab? Why is he talking about he has issues? Why? What is he talking about? Oh, I know. It gotta be a drug addiction. 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 There's no other reason why not. What is this man going to rehab for? Waving a gun? What is this 25? What is this program? What is this program that he has to complete on top of the 25 game suspension? What is this program? Why does he have to complete a program? Why, after the first incident in Colorado, did this man go to a rehab center in Florida? Put two and two together. This man on them perk 30s. What did Adam Silver mean when he said we uncovered additional information that has us real concerned about Ja Morant? Why would Adam Silver say we don't want to give him a 40-game suspension, a 50-game suspension, because we are concerned about what he's going to do with all that time away from the game? Think, y'all, think. Nobody goes to rehab for waving a gun. Nobody goes to rehab for having a gun. He didn't shoot nobody. He wasn't involved in an altercation. Yeah, they coddling him because the man got a drug addiction, bro. I'm telling you right now, watch when the news comes out, bro. This man got a drug addiction, bro. He addicted to Percocets, bro. He addicted to Xannies, bro. One of the two. This is just my opinion, bro. This ain't slander. This ain't defamation of character. This is just what I think. This is my opinion. I'm not saying it's fact. I'm not saying it's fiction. But all these events, the way this stuff is playing out, leads me to believe that Ja Morant has a substance abuse issue. And it's not weed and it's not alcohol. It's not weed and it's not alcohol. But this man has a substance abuse issue, in my humble opinion, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Once again, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them, man. Once again, we back here. News finally coming out. It's a 25-game suspension for Ja Morant. On top of that 25-game suspension, Ja Morant has to complete a program laid out by Adam Silver himself. And he has to complete everything listed in that program on top of the 25 games before he is set to return to an NBA court. Now, if you remember, once again, we're going to stay on topic. If you remember the first incident in Colorado, when he was in the club and the team suspended him indefinitely, and they said Ja Morant will be away from the team. While he's away from the team, he will be in Florida in a rehab center. If y'all know anything about Florida rehab centers, they only really focus on one thing. And it ain't weed, and it ain't alcohol. Follow my drift here. Follow my drift here. Know what it is, right? What it is, right? Is this man got a drug addiction, bro. I'm saying my opinion. This is what I think. I think this man has a drug addiction. I think this man is addicted to prescription painkillers. I think the NBA doesn't want to expose the fact that John Morant is addicted to prescription painkillers. So they're giving him this 25 game suspension, and that 25 games is about, if you think about it, 25 games is about 3 months worth of games. Rehab centers, they want you in there for a good 8 to 12 weeks. 8 to 12 weeks. What the hell he had to come to Florida for a rehab center? What the hell you got to go to a rehab center for waving guns? This man got a perky addiction. This man got a prescription painkiller addiction, in my humble opinion. That's the only thing that makes sense. So instead of suspending him 40 and 50 games, and this guy, Adam Silver, believing like, oh, he could fall into a deeper depression, he could fall into deeper use with these drugs, we're going to give him 25 games. That's going to give us enough time to put him in a program center, treatment center, and have him kick this addiction. That is my humble opinion. That is my humble opinion. Now, I could be wrong. But I ain't never heard of nobody going to rehab for waving no guns on IG Live. I didn't even know they had rehab for waving guns on social media. Somebody got Google out there. Can you Google up rehab centers for waving guns on social media? Does that even exist? Does that even exist, ladies and gentlemen? Does that even exist? A rehab center for waving guns on social media? He ain't shoot nobody. He ain't shot the gun. He ain't get into no fight where the gun was pulled out. None of that stuff. And he got to go to rehab. The second time, the first time they said he was going to do 10 days there. He was down there for a week. And then he did the Jalen Rose interview. Y'all got to pay attention to the signs, bro. This man ain't getting suspended for the gun. He not getting put on a program for a gun. He not going to rehab for a gun, man. The NBA knows this man has a substance abuse issues, and it ain't weed and it ain't alcohol. Because why the hell else you going to a rehab center in Florida? Make it make sense. The link is in the chat. If somebody wants to jump up here and join the stream, somebody help me make sense of this. Why in the hell this guy got to complete a program? You suspended him for 25 games. Why when he was in the Colorado club the first time and waved the gun on IG Live? Why did the man check himself into a rehab center in Florida? Why else? Not for no guns. That don't even make no sense. This man, John Morant, bro, in my opinion, man, he's dealing with some substance abuse issues. And I think it's prescription painkillers, man. I feel like it's prescription painkillers, man. Flat out. No way in hell, man. No way in hell, man. And some thirsty ass reporter, whether it's Adrian Wojnarowski whether it's Sham Charania, somebody's going to leak that information here soon. Believe me, somebody's going to leak that information here soon. And when they do, y'all going to come back and say, damn, that boy Moose Talks Hoops said it first. He said Ja Morant had a substance abuse issue. I'm telling y'all right now, don't be surprised. Do not be surprised when that news comes out that Ja Morant is addicted to Percocets. Ja Morant addicted to Xannies. Ja Morant addicted to prescription painkillers. Don't be surprised when that news comes out. Because I ain't never heard of nobody go to rehab for waving guns on social media. There wasn't no fight. There wasn't nobody shot. There wasn't no gun fired. There wasn't no gun popped off. This man is dealing with substance abuse issues, in my humble opinion, man. And we're going to find out more as after the news just broke that he has been suspended 25 games and he has to complete a program on top of that, man. But that's all I got on this for now. I'll be back later with more once more news comes out. You already know. It's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. Like I always say, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them. I'm up out of here for now. I'm going to catch y'all later, man. Mark my words. Don't be surprised when that news come out. You're going to come right back to my channel and be like, yeah, you said it. I'm out for now, man. Peace and love, family.